Welcome to episode 82 of our Sperduti Fitness podcast. I'm your host, Brian. I'm here with my co-host, Beth. Before we jump into today's podcast, Coach Beth's going to take us through a few announcements.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. You guys, we've been talking about this for quite a while now. The 12-week transformation challenge. It is open. It is launched. We are getting ready for our next program. This is the best program. This is the first transformation program to combine fitness and nutrition education. And of course, by the end of the 12 weeks, somebody's going to win that $500 cash prize. The next transformation is going to start on September 18th. So head on over to the Sperduti Fitness Facebook page, click on the 12-week transformation link, grab a friend, get enrolled, and let's get started on your transformation. Now let's get into today's topic.
All right, today's topic is something Coach Beth and I have been hearing so much about, and it's funny because when we've been in this industry for so long, you see things kind of move in waves, and things become popular, and then they become debunked, and then they come up again, and they become debunked, and they become up again. So today we're talking about detoxes and why they're not necessary for weight loss. So detoxes are often promoted as a way to cleanse the body of toxins and aid in weight loss. They're not necessary and are generally not supported by any scientific evidence. And here's a few reasons why they're not necessary, so we could break it down and give you a better understanding of why you shouldn't be taking part in them. And one of them is just the straight up lack of scientific evidence. The concept of detoxing usually lacks scientific rigors and relies on vague notions of removing unspecified toxins from the body. Many detox products or diets are not backed by any credible scientific studies.
Also, the body's natural own detoxification. The human body has built-in mechanisms for detoxification, primarily performed by your liver and your kidneys. These organs filter and eliminate waste products and toxins naturally. No special detox diet, drink, pill, or product is required to enhance their functioning.
And then you run into the issue of weight loss versus detoxing. Weight loss is primarily a result of caloric deficit. Consuming fewer calories than your body depends on. Detox products or diets may lead to a temporary weight loss, but this is often due to water loss, a reduction in calories, or the elimination of waste from the digestive system, not some crazy detoxification tea that you're drinking that's helping you flush out toxins.
Now, let's face it, when you're doing something or choose to do something, there are some potential risks. So some of these detox diets or products can be restrictive and lead to nutrient deficiencies. And extreme detoxing methods, such as prolonged fasting or extreme caloric restriction, can harm your metabolism and overall health.
Yeah, and another big issue we see people running into is yo-yo dieting. Detoxes often involve short-term drastic changes to eating habits. These drastic changes can lead to yo-yo dieting, where weight is lost and then regained, lost and regained, and then you get caught up in this cycle. Sustainable weight loss and healthy habits are more effective in the long run.
And they're also loaded with misleading claims. This is something that really annoys me when I see this pop up in the industry. Detox products and diets are often marketed with exaggerated claims that promise rapid and significant weight loss. And these claims can be misleading and are not sustainable for healthy weight loss management.
And that's why we always stress to our clients, it's best to focus on balanced nutrition. For effective and sustainable weight loss, it's essential to focus on balanced diet that provides all the necessary nutrients your body needs. Crash diets and extreme detoxes do not contribute to long-term success.
And of course, individual variability. Now, every individual is different, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach to weight loss. What works for one person might not work for another. So it's important to make sure that you are tailoring your weight loss plan to your own needs, preferences, and health status. This is why it's so important to work with a professional to look at your data. If they're not asking you for information about your body and using your body's data, you are pretty much getting sold a one-size-fits-all program.
Yeah, if they're not looking over your info and just telling you to eat watermelons, you're probably not getting great info because detoxes are not necessary for weight loss and they can even be potentially harmful. Instead of relying on quick fix solutions, it's better to focus on adapting a balanced, sustainable approach to eating, incorporating regular physical activity, and making long-term lifestyle changes that promote overall health and well-being. If you're considering making significant changes to your diet or weight loss approach, it's always a good idea to consult with a qualified nutritionist, trainer, registered dietitian, or overall healthcare professional to help you with that, because it can be a bit overwhelming and consuming. So make sure you're sitting with someone that helps you lay out healthy, sustainable habits, and make sure you're not doing anything too drastic or trying to lose weight too quickly, and that can be harmful also.
And when people are choosing to do these detox type of diets, we want you guys to know that there can be some dangers that come along with your detox diets that you are seeing out in social media. Your detox diets, which are often characterized by extreme restriction, rapid weight loss claims, they can pose various dangers to your health and well-being. Here are some of the key dangers associated with some detox diets. Number one, nutrient deficiencies. Many detox diets severely limit your food choices, which can lead to deficiencies in your essential nutrients, such as your vitamins, minerals, protein, and healthy fat. These deficiencies can harm your overall health and lead to a range of health issues.
Yeah, and one of those issues that extreme detox diets can have on your body is metabolic changes. Drastic reductions in caloric intake is often seen in detox diets. Because again, detox diets, the majority of them are just super caloric restriction with some weird additive to it. They can slow your metabolism down. When your body's not getting enough calories, it might start breaking down muscle tissue for energy, which can have long-term negative effects on your metabolism.
You guys, this is the last thing we want to happen to you, is having a loss of muscle mass. Rapid weight loss from detox diets often comes from a loss of water weight and muscle mass rather than actual fat loss. And this can lead to a decrease in muscle tone and strength.
Yeah, and to go along with that, energy depletion. I mean, detox diets usually result in low energy levels due to the insufficient caloric intake. And this can lead to fatigue, dizziness, and difficulties concentrating as well.
I think people tend to forget that your energy source, your energy is the calories that you bring in. So if you're not bringing in calories, you are going to be tired. You're not going to have energy to get through your day, your workouts. And on top of that, it can also add some major gastrointestinal distress. Many of these detox diets involve the consumption of laxatives, diuretics, or excessive amounts of fiber. And this can cause gastrointestinal discomfort, bloating, cramping, and diarrhea.
Yeah, to go along with that, the electrolyte imbalance. Diet that cause excessive fluid loss, such as those involved in laxatives or excessive sweating, can lead to electrolyte imbalances, which can be dangerous and even life-threatening if you're not consuming what your body needs to be healthy.
And using this choice of having these detox diets, it can definitely push into some distorted eating patterns. Your detox diets often promote extreme restriction and can contribute to the development of disordered eating patterns, such as anorexia or binge eating. Let's face it, we're in a society right now where social media, everything talks about good food, bad food. This is good for you. Avoid this. Don't eat this for fat loss. It can help create this horrible distorted eating pattern. Detox diets, this extreme restriction.
Yeah, no bueno, not good. And the reason why we go over this stuff is because when people tend to incorporate extreme measures and things like detoxes and just super restrictive methods when it comes to weight loss, you're going to see yo-yo dieting. Detox diets on top of other super restrictive diets tend to result in short-term weight loss, followed by weight regain once normal eating is resumed, because there's no education. That's why we have the Sperduti Fitness 12-week challenge, where we focus on education plus nutrition. We teach people how to lose weight and keep it off in a healthy manner. And we've seen this a lot. This cycle of weight loss and weight gain, known as yo-yo dieting, can have negative effects on your metabolism and overall health.
And when we're talking about our overall health, we know that our mental health is also, and it can be totally affected when you're in this weight loss journey. So these detox diet can have a major impact on your mental health. The strict rules and extreme nature of the detox diet can increase stress and anxiety around food. And this can contribute to an unhealthy relationship with food and body image. So instead of having the mentality, which I love to put into my clients, is how much can we eat without putting on fat? That is the goal. It is not about, for my clients, the least amount of food that we're allowed to eat. It's how much can we eat? Let's find that.
Yeah. So I tell clients, how much can we eat while still seeing a weight loss?
Yes.
You know what I mean? And again, with a lot of these detox diets, there's the lack of long-term benefits. Detox diets rarely provide lasting results. Once you return back to your regular eating habits, any weight loss during the detox is often regained very quickly. And again, that's what can lead to yo-yo dieting.
And of course, I love that word that you just talked about in that was habits. So if you are looking at your regular eating habits over time, you can start to see how to make adjustments to your eating habits to support long-term sustainability. And, some of these detox practices, downright potential for danger. Some of these detox diets can involve practices like fasting for extended periods, which can lead to serious health risks, including your nutrient deficiencies and electrolyte imbalances.
Yeah, and detox diets not only unnecessary for healthy weight loss, but they can also be dangerous and harmful to your overall well-being. Instead of resorting to some extreme measure, focus on adapting a balanced and sustainable approach to eating that includes a variety of nutrient-rich foods, regular physical activity, and positive lifestyle changes. And it's just one of those things that Coach Beth and I talk about. The reason we tackle these issues and we talk about them is because we see it so much in the industry. We see it a lot with social media, where they're promoting these detoxes and teas and juice detox diets and this and that. And the big one I always say now is like the water. Everybody's drinking water, just watermelon juice. And it's like, look at how much I lost drinking watermelon juice. Well, two things. Watermelons don't have many calories in them. So all you did was you went on a super caloric restrictive diet.
Yeah.
And you lost weight. You didn't just lose fat, which means you put yourself at risk because of your caloric reduction, the risk of losing lean muscle mass and weight. And you didn't take any of that in consideration, which all in all can jack up your metabolism. So that's why when we talk about these things, that's why we stress so much of the more extreme the diet, the more restrictive the diet, the more attractive the ad is on quick weight loss, the less likely are you to keep any of that off that you lose.
Absolutely. And, and I think that's what's tricky too, is social media is a place it can be a place for great information, but it can also be a place for a lot of misinformation. And one of the things we just really want to make sure that we are passing on to people is the science-based education behind fat loss, behind what it takes. And like you said, with this 12-week transformation challenge, that is not a weight loss challenge. It is a transformation challenge, a way for you to look at your habits. How do you change them? Learn about nutrition along the way. Learn how to make those sustainable changes for yourself for that long-term sustainability, because that's where people are going to have success. If you can learn the tools for fat loss and take that with you, we have done our job. And that's what we really want to pass on to our clients.
Absolutely. Stop falling for gimmicks and get on the education train. You know what I'm saying?
And you see it everywhere. I have to constantly, close out those ads on my pages sometimes because it's like, oh, you need to have this green powder because you're bloated. No, I'm not. I'm bloated because I had some broccoli. Sorry, that's its natural job. That's what it can do. Like, that's part of the digestive process. So, we tend to get caught up with this, if you eat food, me especially, if I eat food, half the time, I got a food baby. You want to know why? Because I'm a relatively lean person right now. So if I eat a big meal, it is going to show just because of my frame. So I think a lot of people, get caught up in those type of things like, oh, inflammation, bloating, you have to try this product to get rid of inflammation and bloating, and you're going to lose 10 pounds in the meantime. Well, why? Why?
Yeah.
Where is it coming from? You need to be asking those questions. And that's what we want to educate you guys. How do you find that information? No, that's what we do.
Absolutely. And there's a reason too. There's a reason that, the supplement industry and the fitness industry, went from $1 million to $1 billion industry, and the obesity rate has doubled. It's bad info and yo-yo dieting, lack of education. So that's what we're trying to bring to you guys, just some basic education to help you again. And I know we sound like a broken record, to help you not only lose weight, but keep it off long term. Coach Beth, when does the next challenge start?
The next transformation challenge will start on Monday, September 18th. So those kids will be back to school. We'll be getting routines back in. And let's face it, this is going to lead us right up into that holiday season. This is the last challenge of this year, you guys. You've got 12 weeks to give yourself some abs for Christmas. Like, who doesn't want that, right? I love this time of year to start a challenge for people, because they get so wrapped up in that good or bad food. And I love when I have a client say to me, oh, well, I shouldn't eat that. Like, why? It's something you love. Let's figure out how to fit it in. Let's figure out, why do you think that about food? Why do you feel like that's a bad food? So what? It's a little bit nutrient less dense than what your regular day. But yeah, okay. Guess what, guys? You want that treat at night? Build it into your day. Put it in there. If you're hitting your protein target and the rest of your calories for the day, you are good to go. Stop this mentality of good foods, bad foods. Oh, this makes me fat. No, excessive amount of calories over time will make you have a fat gain. Like that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So we want to teach you guys. That's what I love about this challenge, is teaching how to look back at your habits, the importance of consistency, the importance of protein. That you guys that have already been through my challenges know the importance of protein, especially as we are aging. So not only is it education for nutrition, but it's also wrapped up with some great exercise to fit what you've got going on. If you are working out from home, if you're working out in a gym, if you are on the go, you always have access to your workouts and me, because we've got the app, Apple and Android platform. You download that app, constant connection, constant communication. It's a great program. Guys, you got to get in it.
Yeah, and then go right to our SperdutyFitness.com to register as well. Also on our Facebook page, you'll see a bunch of links. And if you guys have any questions in regards to anything, joining the challenge, you want to set up a free consultation, you can contact Coach Beth at beth@SperdutyFitness.com, or you can contact myself at brian@SperdutyFitness.com.
And if you like what you saw today, make sure that you share this, like our page, send it to a friend that this might help. And we appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. So hopefully that cleared up some of the detox talk out there. And if you have any questions, again, just let us know, and we will catch you guys next podcast.
See ya.